What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Star Rail video. In today's video I want to talk about pre-farming. Now the first person I want to talk about here is my Acheron. So everything you see here, this is how she was day one. We had her maxed out here, we had her light cone, and we had the materials to max this out. We had all of the materials to fully max out her traces. We had her relics day one, and we even got lucky and we got her E1. Now, when it comes to pre-farming, the most important thing is to understand what materials your character is going to need. So for a second, I want to go and I want to show this. So of course, this is the next character that a lot of people are hype about, which is Firefly. Obviously Boot Hill's the next character, but we're gonna not talk about him because I just don't care about having him. Now, if you want to, these rules can also apply to Boot Hill too, because Boot Hill comes out. Is Boot Hill already out? I don't even know. Let's see. Okay, no, he will be out tomorrow apparently, so maybe it's a little too late to talk about him. So we're going to talk about Firefly. So far, what we know about Firefly is she's a fire character and she's a destruction character. That's it. Nothing else has been released, nothing else has been leaked. And we do know destruction characters tend to be some nice DPS characters. We also have someone like Clara. So if we go to our data bank here, characters, and then we will just click destruction, we have someone like Clara who is a tank, but she also does nice damage. And then straight damage dealer, and these also have different quirks, right? So we have Joye, and she is a break effect character, but she still has a lot of damage. We have Blade, who's self-sufficient but also has a lot of damage, and he heals himself too. So there's no telling of what they're gonna turn Firefly into. I'm hoping she's kind of a tank DPS kind of thing. I think that'd be really cool. But like I said, this is all we know about her so far, right? We don't know what her light cone is. We don't know anything. We don't know what her kit looks like. So something that you can do when you're pre-farming is you want to understand those things. So if you don't know, there are people who know these things, right? So there's two ways that you can go about it. You can Google up, you know, whoever your character is that you're looking for, and you can look up their materials and pre-farming materials. Now, I found this article by Clutch Points. Now they're showing exactly what you need. We go here, you're farming to level 80. It shows the essential materials you need. It shows your stagnant shadow materials that you need. And if it's a 5-star, it's always going to be 65 of whatever it is. Now, when we go back here and we go to our guide, and we go here, and then we go to our stagnant shadow, we can scroll all the way down. This is this indication right here of what this is for. So we have fire, ice, physical, wind, quantum. You obviously understand what I'm saying now. So normally when the new character that's coming out, it's always going to be one of the ones at the bottom. Now, don't take my word 1000% on this, because it's not always going to be like this. Not always, but in this case it is. So we have fire, and then we have this here. You can even click on it and it shows you that this is a essential material for fire characters. Now again, it's not always going to be the final one, but this is just a good example of it here. And like I said, when you go and you look up something, it tells you what it is. It's 65 raging hearts. You go back to the game, what are these called? Raging hearts. And it's going to show you how many credits you need, how much XP, and it gives you a breakdown of all the things that you need for leveling. Now you can go down even further. You can look at the materials for the traces. It's going to show you all of the things that you need for your memory zone. For these, it's going to show you that. For your echoes, it's your credits here too. Like I said, it's going to break it down to precisely what you need. Even for the light cone, it shows you all the things you need here too. Now, something else that you can do, but I would not recommend this, at least just from a personal standpoint, because I don't like to ruin the game for myself. you can Google her kit. Now, of course, she's not out yet, so these things are leaked. I'm not going to click on any of these because I don't care to see them. Now, when you go to something where you see her kit, you can see exactly what she can do. That way you can pair up whatever materials or relics that you want to put on her. Obviously, from this point, we know she's a fire character, so she could have a dot kit. Who knows? That she could also scale off attack. Who knows? She could do something with debuffs. She could be a break effect character. She could scale off of HP. She could scale off of speed. This is fire. She's a fire character. She could use fire. Who knows what relic she can use, you know? And I usually typically wait until they showcase her, and then they'll show, hey, this is her kit, because like I said, I don't like to spoil the game for myself. But once they release her kit, you see exactly what she can do, and then you can farm those specific materials. And that's exactly what I did with Acheron. So they released her, or they didn't release her into the game, but they showed her, they show what she can do. And whenever you used her, you can see what her traces were. You could see like everything that she had just in her kit. And they're probably going to do something similar with Firefly. I'm sure they're going to let you use her for a story, and then you'll see what she's wearing, her relics wise. You'll see what her traces are, just everything. And then you can make your choices from there. Like, hey, I need to farm a lot of this, I need to farm a lot of that. Then you'll know exactly what you need. Another thing you can do is just save all of your relics that are good. So something like this, I saved this for a reason. HP, crit rate, crit damage, because like I said, she could scale off of HP. I don't know, maybe this would be beneficial for her later on in the road. I have something like this, HP, crit damage again. Let's go to a body piece here that I've saved. We have this is crit damage, speed, break effect. Who knows, she could scale off of this. She could have follow-up attacks. So we have like attack, crit damage, we have effect, hit rate. So I would definitely say save your relics, because you don't know what another character is going to use. Because yeah, you could scrap these for whatever material you want. Who knows? Who cares, right? But you could end up throwing away something that's very, very vital in someone else's kit that hasn't came out yet. So save all of your relics. I would also recommend, whenever you're doing your where are they at? My brain has to work here for a second. If you are doing your Echoes of War, what I recommend is just going through everyone, seeing which one you have the least amount of materials, and just continue to farm that. Because again, in the future, you don't know what characters are going to use what. So you don't want to just have 10,000 of these and one of these, because you don't know, maybe another character is going to actually benefit off of this material there. But yeah, so save your relics. You also want to make sure whenever you're doing your simulated universe, right, you get 4 of these per week. Just make sure you save all of these too, because you don't know what character is going to benefit from these things. When it comes to pre-farming, these are just some steps that you can take. These are some things that you can just keep in mind. Like I said, there's multiple ways to do this. There's no right way to do this. And me personally, I don't want to see anything leaked, so I'm never going to use anything leaked. But that's not me judging you. If you want to look at leaked kits or whatever, feel free to do so if that's what you want to do. But I don't like to spoil the game for myself, so that's something that I will never do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this video helped you guys out in any kind of way, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up and sub to the channel, and we will continue with the amazing Star Rail content. I also may play a little bit of Woo Woo, and I just want to check it out. I was not a Genshin fan, but I do want to check out Wandering Waves or Wuthering Waves or whatever the hell it's called. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.